With Uber Reserve, you can book your Uber ride in advance, 90 days in advance. Perfect for all you forward thinkers and planning gurus. Reserve your Uber ride up to 90 days in advance. Uber Reserve. See Uber app for details.
Welcome to the Instagram stories for Thursday, October 7th. I promised you today that we would talk about some of the testimony that Facebook whistleblower Frances Haugen shared with the Senate subcommittee when she testified on Tuesday. Here's a clip of her talking about some of the challenges that Facebook has faced and how they've ignored them.
But I'm here today because I believe Facebook's products harm children, stoke division, and weaken our democracy. The company's leadership knows how to make Facebook and Instagram safer, but won't make the necessary changes because they have put their astronomical profits before people. Congressional action is needed. They won't solve this crisis without your help. Yesterday, we saw Facebook get taken off the internet. I don't know why it went down, but I know that for more than 5 hours, Facebook wasn't used to deepen divides, destabilize democracies, and make young girls and women feel bad about their bodies. It also means that millions of small businesses weren't able to reach potential customers, and countless photos of new babies weren't joyously celebrated by family and friends around the world. I believe in the potential of Facebook. We can have social media we enjoy that connects us without tearing apart our democracy, putting our children in danger, and sowing ethnic violence around the world. We can do better. I have worked as a product manager at large tech companies since 2006, including Google, Pinterest, Yelp, and Facebook. My job has largely focused on algorithmic products like Google Plus Search and recommendation systems like the one that powers the Facebook newsfeed. Having worked on 4 different types of social networks, I understand how complex and nuanced these problems are. However, the choices being made inside of Facebook are disastrous for our children, for our public safety, for our privacy, and for our democracy. And that is why we must demand Facebook make changes. During my time at Facebook, first working as the lead product manager for civic misinformation and later on counter-espionage, I saw Facebook repeatedly encounter conflicts between its own profits and our safety. Facebook consistently resolved these conflicts in favor of its own profits.
Okay, I'm not going to play the whole clip, but you get the point. In every case where Facebook and Instagram had an opportunity to make a better choice for humanity, for individuals, they chose profits over making a choice that benefited people. That's ultimately what it comes down to. Okay, so enough talk about the problem. Let's talk about a proposed solution. Here's what Frances Haugen said. I don't have the audio quote of this. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to find it. But here's what she said, quote, I think if we had appropriate oversight, or if we reformed Section 230 to make Facebook responsible for the consequences of their intentional ranking decisions, I think they would get rid of engagement-based ranking because it is causing teenagers to be exposed to more anorexia content. It's pulling families apart, and in places like Ethiopia, it is literally fanning ethnic violence, end quote. Personally, I'm not convinced that removing the algorithm from, for instance, the homepage feed and switching to a chronological feed would address this problem entirely, but I'd love to see a lot more brainstorming around what could be done in order to address this problem that does not focus on maximizing profits. Okay, that's it for today's news. If you have not seen, I posted a carousel all about how parents need to keep their kids safe on Instagram. You can check that out on my Instagram page at Daniel Hill Media. I would love it if you would give a comment or a share. I would really appreciate that a lot. Also, if you want to read any of the show notes, you can find them in Apple Music and Spotify. It has links to all the articles I talk about, plus links to where you can support the show by leaving a review or buying me a cup of coffee if you feel like it. Thanks for listening, and come back tomorrow for Feature Friday.